struggling with prop firms? Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I post a video every 2 days. More reasons for you to like and subscribe. Today we're going to be speaking about, normally if you've been following my content for a long time, and thank you very much first of all for 3,000 subscribers, you'll know obviously mostly, when I go through the winners. Today I'm going to do something different. We're going to be using the break and retest strategy, using gold as the example. Today I'm going to be going over, losses. And why a lot of you, when you are trading the break and retest, why you take so many losses. Now, obviously, I'm first of all a 700k funded trader. Now, this, first of all, I'm making very clear. This is not the exact break and retest strategy I show to my students, or it's not the one I use myself. So, I don't want any confusion. Now, okay. So, obviously, you can see this one here, impulse entry. And why? Obviously, you can see here, this one doesn't particularly come to the zone. And this one here, revenge trading, and we're going to go over to things. I want to be going over again, giving a few shout outs to some of the students, as you can see here. But if anyone is interested of joining, link will be in the video description. Join the Discord community. You can see some of my certificates passing within a few days, few trades. I think the fastest I ever passed was in one trade, actually, few times as well. So you can even see testimonials. It's all transparency, you guys. And what else I've launched as well due to high demand for people who couldn't afford is my own personal strategy that made me 700k funded for only £99. So yeah, the link will be in the video description, so you can actually find a proper trading system. And yeah, just it's a great community as well, posting, where we post our live trades, winning trades, losing trades, everything. And this just went through your course. Thank you for making it affordable and simplified. Yeah, but I have seen it before, that's why I liked it. But as in seen it right now. But yeah, full on transparency. And also I just want to mention, just one moment, as soon as you do join, you'll just see, pretty much when I'm just passing these challenges. So it's all about transparency, right? No point me speaking about this, making videos like this, if I'm not able to. I think everyone can just fake their stuff, the results that they get themselves. One thing you can't fake, if you can make someone else profitable, or you can make it work for others. This is one of my students who's number 4 on FTM World Lead, on the FTM World Leaderboard, and he's now a 800k funded. So huge props, and obviously many of the success stories. So let's get forward with this video. Okay. So basically, obviously they got one winner. I'll be going through the winner as well. We've got other winners and losses, but for today's video purpose, we're just going to be using this. Now, the biggest confusion people have, right? What I've personally, I'm going to be going off personal experience, but also when I've spoken to some of my students, we've got about 1,200 members in a community, right? Sometimes I do speak to some of them, but student-wise, that's a different category. So I'm going to be going over what I've seen majority when they're trading the break and retest, even though it's the most super simple, method out there to make money. What I've seen is there are a few things that happen. Number one, obviously you can say zones, they're not the best at drawing the zones. So if you're a beginner, you can use line charts, right? My advice would be in the beginning, if you're not able to draw properly zones properly, I don't use these line charts. I don't encourage my students to use them as well. But in the beginning, try them out, and where you see major rejections, you can work your zones from there, because obviously that's where your clear support resistance levels are. Now here, obviously we get in okay, so what I've seen is consolidation is a huge weakness when someone's, consolidation, I hate it so much as well. I just think I call it a strategy killer, not a serial killer. Strategy killer. Why? Because majority of all strategies, if it's consolidating, very rarely there'll be a strategy where you can even make money through consolidation. Now here, sometimes I do make money through consolidation, rarely, but I'm 99%, I just choose to stay away from it. Now, so number one, consolidation. Number two, fake outs, so-called breakouts. Here, look at this, price comes down here. Obviously if you are here, right, this would be a nice move here, but let's just say you even took a buy from here, you'll just get taken out. If you took a sell from here, you just got wicked out here, right? Liquidity grabs, all this kind of stuff. So what is the best way to overcome this, right? So we're going to take it one at a time. Now revenge trading, obviously you took a buy, you've got this breakout here, you took a buy, you know, you lose the trade, get wicked out, and then you take another trade. Let's say you lost this one, and then you're like, I need to give me my money back, I'm gonna take another trade, you know, so on, so on, so on. So my advice to how you can overcome this is focus on the process, not on the result itself. And if you're putting in money that you can't afford to lose, that's number one reason as well. What I've seen when you're trading, when you're passing a when you're trading with a prop firm or trading your own personal account, the number one reason why you try to revenge trade, or my personal experience as well, and when I've spoken to countless people, is they want to get that money back. Why? Because they wasn't in a position to lose it in the first place. Imagine, I'll give you an example. Would you revenge trade, right, if you was only putting in $1 or £1 in your account and you were risking per trade pennies? Would you revenge trade? No, because you wouldn't care, right? Would you revenge trade if you had £1 million? You know, no, because if you were sensible, you'll just risk super low in the first place, and then you'll be like, okay, I don't need to revenge trade, I'll just eventually wait for my setup. To overcome revenge trading, you know, maturity is super necessary. And you how does maturity come in? It comes in when you know that this money that I'm playing with, you know, I'm okay to lose. Now sounds a bit, you might think, okay, it should come in when you can't afford to lose it, right? Then the maturity should come in, because if you lose it, then you need to take trading more seriously, right? No, fear comes in. If you can't afford to lose it, only fear will come in. And even if your maturity, whatever you want to call it, does come in, eventually fear will kick every other emotion in the teeth, and fear will take over eventually. That I guarantee you 100%. 100%. So my advice would be, by all means, you know, first of all, start with an account size and money that you can afford to lose. 100%. Now, another thing as well, if we move over to impulse entries, if I just show you, I'm going to quickly go through these. I've got the psychological videos, you know, you can go check those out. But here, I'm just going to be quickly going through these. I don't want to make this video too long as well. By the way, like, comment, subscribe, guys, share. I reply to pretty much every comment as well. So what do we see here now, right? What do we see here? So basically a impulse entry. Why? Because, I mean, look at this. The price didn't even come back down to give us a clear rejection or anything. We just jumped on the boat and tried to jump on board and just try to hope that'll be a winner. I mean, it gave it almost, well, it did give a 1, 2, 3. In this case, you're lucky. But is this ideally how you want to be trading? No. If you would have got weighted and got at the right place, you would have not only just increased your risk to reward to a 1 to 4. The amount of times this will work out like this, very rare, right? Unless you put in a stop loss all the way down here, then it just reduces your risk to reward as well. That is not how you want to be, you know, taking matters into your hands. This is not how you want to be taking, you know, this is not how you're going to win at trading. Majority of the trades like this will go against you. Now, if we grab, I'm going over the winners. I know a lot of you watch my videos to see my breakdowns. So let's, again, I want to be super clear. This is not how I trade. You know, just don't want any confusion, because I get tons and tons of messages with Discord, and then I go through every single one, you know. So okay, so what do you see here now? Breakout, right? So why was this one a loss? Why was this one a loss? Okay, let's go. We got the breakout, right? So let's go on a smaller time frame. I like dissecting these so we can get more clarity. Okay, first of all, there's a clue here. Look, there's the volume in the bearish candles is increasing. Sellers are in supreme control, right? That's why you're gonna be cautious already. Look at this. The bearish candles are increasing more and more and more and more. And obviously, what do we see here? Now, this is not enough for you to take a buy trade, right? One, we got wick at the top. Look at the size difference between this bearish candle compared to the previous. All this volume here. This is, you're just fighting a, you know, a very, very bearish mini trend. Or you could just say you're fighting the bearish, you know, volume. Now imagine it like this, right? Imagine like this. Imagine if there's a strong current of a, you know, a river with a strong current. If you jump in, right, no matter how much you try, eventually you're going to get worn out to swim against the current. You're going to eventually lose. And this is what this bullish candle, this bullish candle is us swimming against the current, and we got swept away. That's why this trade lost. Why? Because we didn't have enough confluences to take an like a, I would say, you know, in bullish engulfing candles, long wick rejection candles, bullish, you know, not enough signals to let us know that price support has been established. Now sometimes this will happen, right? Sometimes this will happen. You might even get everything A plus, everything, but still the trade will just go against you. There's nothing you can do, right? There's nothing you can do. It can still go against you. So what we're going to do now, I don't want to make this again video too long. Let's go over this winning trade. Why this one, right? Remember, all your losses are only because of you. Now sometimes you might follow your strategy A plus plus setup and that might still lose, but still, right, accountability is going to be the real reason for your success. If you have taken A plus plus setup and you're like, ah, what's happened here, right? This was supposed to be a 100% winner because it's an A plus setup. Number one, you're growing in the wrong way. Number two, as a trader, you're growing in the wrong way, not in real life, not in any other way. And you know, number two, you create expectations, which is a very, very bad thing to do in trading. If you create expectations and you get married to your trading setup, trust me, you are just, you know, it's the worst thing you can probably do, you know, to yourself and into, you know, and to your trading career. So we got this strong breakout, strong bullish, and we got a decent volume as well. So let's go to a small time frame. So let's see why this price here. Okay, we've got a bullish candle engulfing here, right? And also a dark, well, it's the opposite of the dark cloud cover, but a morning star, whatever you want to call it, right? But this is a buy signal here. Well, in this case, a signal that support has established, but price keeps coming down, right? Price keeps coming down. Now we're still in the zone. We are still in this zone. Now depending on which time frame you're using, so on the 2 minute I can see a long wick. Remember when I mentioned bullish rejection? I've got the tweezer pattern, whatever you want to call it. Volume starts to come in. Now what other clues can we look at? Now let's just see what the bigger time frame shows us. Is it giving an, okay, tweezer pattern again, bullish, perfect, bullish engulfing here, perfect. Now here is a strong bearish candle, long wick rejection, weak bearish candle, long wick rejection. We got a continuation pattern here. Now even if I was to simplify this a little bit more, right? So let's just say zone over here, let's just say zone over here, and let's say a zone over here, right? So what am I seeing here? I'll just grab another zone over here, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of the zone so there's no confusion. Ooh, that's a bit, let's keep it gray. Okay, we color it gray. Look at the structure here. Structure is breaking resistance not only once but a few times. This was support established here, price resistance here, price breaks above. Look at this, it, you know, forms a new resistance, comes back down, but now the previous resistance, you know, is respecting your support and price flies up. Super strong bullish candle. No wick at the top. It's a 100% candle strength, you know, and that's why it pretty much shown the indicator as well. If I turn it on, let's see, 100%. Let me just zoom in so you can see that better. Goes without saying, 100% strength in this bullish candle, and you pretty much take your entry off that, right? Support established. Why we get breaking resistance levels? Look at this. These, you know, look at this. Even if I mark it like this, look at this, making new higher lows. We're just going further up, right? You can have your entry from here. Now here is where you're gonna be, you know, this is the most important part. If you're playing it super safe, you can have it below all these support levels and all below this major zone. You can have it only below here, right? But that's, you know, again, it's too tight for my liking. It's like you want around 200 points, 20 pips is the sweet spot I primarily use. But you can play it safe below here, right? Why? Well, pretty much price would be breaking this trend line, it will be breaking this zone, and it will be pretty much halfway through the major zone, right? But if you want to play again, like I mentioned, a little bit here safer, this would be probably the best one. But you know, if you're on a bit of a losing streak and you don't want to risk too much, or you want to build your confidence, by all means this one would be the best one. But try it out, guys, you know, try it out. And this is exactly how I simplify trading in my mentorship, in my, you know, Discord community. And you know, this is basically what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. This is why some of all, you know, my students are making this work. Some obviously, you know, are still learning, and obviously it's different for everyone. As a, I mean, the example I like to give is, as a professor, you know, I would like every student to get A+ in the lecture, right? I'm sure, just like every, you know, but will that actually happen? No, it's not the case. By the way, as a professor, I mean, like in when you go to college, university, the teachers, the professors would like everyone to succeed, right? But that necessarily doesn't always be the case. But yeah, I hope you found value from this video. Take care, like, subscribe, comment, share. Take care, and I'm out.